Hi, everybody. So let me get to the right page. There we go. So one of the things that you'll need to be familiar with and be aware of for our online class is Canvas. So in this lecture, I'm going to show you just some kind of basic things that we use a lot on Canvas for our class and show you how to sort of do that and how to navigate it. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you're signed into Canvas. Once you do sign into Canvas, then you'll start off at this place called your dashboard. And this is where you'll see all of your courses. So you might have, an English course, a math course, and whatever else. So you'll need to click on our course here. At the time that I'm recording this lecture, it's not published, so that's why it's in a different place. But normally it will just be up there with all of your other courses. So when you click on our course, it should take you here to the modules page. This is our home page, and this is what you should check every week when you first log in to get started on the work for our class for that particular week. I recommend trying to do this on, maybe a Sunday or a Monday because your first assignments are due on Wednesdays each week, unless it's an essay draft. In that case, essay drafts are due on Mondays. But as we get started, at the beginning here, you definitely want to check modules first each week because that is how you're going to see what's due. So each module is like an online folder. So this here is a module. This module will actually stay up throughout the semester because it has all of this useful information like where you should start, helpful links to help you get more familiar with Canvas, information about your groups, and then also our syllabus. So we'll go over all of these in just a moment. But each week, what you should do is you should look for that current week's module, and then you'll see all of this stuff in there each week. So you can see that for the first week, it's week 1, readings and assignments. And then as I add more weeks to this, then it'll be week 2 and 3 and so on. So when you get to the weekly module, the first thing that you want to look at is the schedule. So open modules, go to the weekly schedule. My computer's going very slow this morning, so I apologize. It's going to take a minute for things to load. So each week you'll have a schedule that looks like this. It will say week whatever schedule. It will remind you to do that on the Sunday before our class starts. So that just means that you need to look at this page, on that Sunday. It's just sort of a reminder, but you can get to it whenever you're able to. But try and do it early in the week because you need to have read the assigned readings and then watch those lectures and complete discussions and then any quizzes or exams or essays that are due for the week by the due dates. So here you've got your readings listed. You'll have links to lectures in the module. And then it tells you which discussions are due, and this part over here tells you when those are due. So our first discussion is due Wednesday. Your second discussion is due Friday, and your extra credit quiz is also due Friday. So this is the weekly schedule. Make sure you get to that by going to modules. So after I've looked at the weekly schedule, then I'll go back to modules, wait for it to load. We need some Jeopardy music. And it's going to take me back to this list of modules so that I can see all of those things that I need to do. So week 1, I've just looked at the schedule, and now I have a list of everything that I should read for the week. So the first thing that you have assigned for the first week is Everything's an Argument, pages 1 through 87. That's our textbook. Remember that if you don't have access to the textbook for the first week of class, I understand that happens a lot. So you'll be okay right at first, but you can get an ebook. So as soon as you're able to get that ebook, then you can just, read it online or on I believe they have a Kindle version. If you're not able to get the ebook right away though, you can also talk to your group and see if someone in your group has it and is able to kind of share access with you until you wait for yours to get here or until you wait for a time when you're able to purchase it. You should also have read these pages over, so each of these is just sort of a helpful page about how to get started in class, helpful links that'll help you get familiar with Canvas, the page about groups, and then our syllabus. From there, you'll also see lectures that you need to watch, so you can click on each week's lectures, and then there are links to those lectures which have been recorded for you and are available on YouTube. Then you can look at discussion. So this is where you're going to be turning things in. So right now, discussion 1 is the only one that's posted, but discussion 2 will be posted shortly. And then you can also look at your quizzes and exams if you have any of those that week. So let's start with looking at the discussion. So your first discussion is due Wednesday. And let's say I'm going to go and complete this discussion. I'll click on the title, and when I click on the title of it, then it gives me sort of a more detailed description of exactly what I need to do in order to complete that discussion. So you'll see that the first thing you need to do for this one is to update your profile picture. So that way we know kind of who we're looking at and talking to when we're online. Then you can click on the reply button to begin your discussion post. In your post, you're going to write about yourself so we can get to know you, and you can include anything that you would like us to know. Sorry, there go my dogs again. I'd also like you to include a picture or a meme of some sort in your introductions post and tell the class about why you chose to include that photo or meme. And then there are links here if you're not sure about how to do those things. So if you're not sure how to change your profile picture, just click on this link and it will take you through it. If you're not sure how to include a photo, click here and it'll show you how to do that. And then lastly, respond to your peers. So when you're responding to your peers, make sure that you're responding to the people in your group. But you can also respond to others outside of your group. The goal here is that we want to, start chatting with people in class so we can get to know each other. So I did an introduction for you guys so that you can get to know me. So you can read this and sort of, hear about me. And then I also included some pictures and my little descriptions of why I included each of those. So you can see that's what one discussion post looks like. And then when I'm ready to go and do that discussion myself, I'm going to click reply, type what I need to type, and then post my discussion. Okay, so that is discussions. Remember, you'll have about 2 discussions due each week, and those are the ones that are due on Wednesdays and Fridays. Along with your discussions, you'll also have quizzes sometimes. So if you click on a quiz, our first quiz is quiz number 1, and that's an extra credit quiz. So this one is extra credit. It's also not timed, but in the future, your quizzes will be timed. So when you click on the quiz, it'll tell you sort of what it's going to be about, what it focuses on, and how much time you have. For all of your quizzes, you'll have 10 minutes and 1 attempt. So when you're ready to take the quiz, then you would go, and for students, there's a little button down here that says start. Don't click that start button until you're ready to take the quiz, because once you start it, you don't get a redo. So that's quizzes. And I'm going to go back to modules. One thing that I wanted to go over with you guys on this particular lecture is your groups. So if you have not gone to the groups page yet, definitely go ahead and do that. You can click on the groups page here, and it explains to you what to do. So you need to find your name on the table to see which group you're in, and then you can decide how you'd like to communicate with your group and get in touch. So you can communicate via the inbox here. You can also communicate on the Remind app, and there are some directions about how to do that are given here. You'll be working in these groups all semester, so make sure that you get in touch early, and that way you have sort of a support system for class. Remember that you can also earn extra credit for collaborating on assignments. If you would like to earn some extra credit, and I definitely encourage you to do this, then keep track of dates, times, and names of people you work with. You can collaborate in any way that works for you. So you can use the Remind app, you can exchange numbers and text each other, you can video chat, whatever works for you. At the end of the semester, I'll collect that info and you can earn up to 25 points of extra credit. So if you just look here at the groups, we see that everybody is in a group of about 5 people. So you would just, go find these names once you're in the inbox, and you can email everybody that way, or you can find your group names on the Remind app and kind of email or text that way as well. So modules is the most important link that we're going to be using on Canvas because that's where everything starts. So you'll always have a weekly module. It will tell you everything that you need to know and do for the week. Another important link that you'll see that you should be using is this one here, grades. So if you click on grades, and I'm opening this now because there's no grades in the gradebook. Usually I wouldn't share this screen because that's your private info, right? But for you, it will only show your name, and then it will tell you how many points you've earned on different assignments and where you stand in the class right now. So make sure that you're checking your grades often. That way you're able to know where you stand and contact me early if you have any questions about, why you got the grade that you did. Another important link that you want to be aware of is the syllabus link. So if you click on the syllabus link, you can get to our syllabus to check out any relevant information, like if you needed to contact me, here's how to contact me. If you're wondering about office hours, that information is here. If you're not sure about if we have meetings or when assignments are due, all of that info is here. You can also check out anything that you need to know, like what book do we need, and all of that good stuff in the syllabus. Make sure that you have also looked at the syllabus lecture. So if you haven't looked at that yet, I highly recommend doing that as soon as possible. And that's basically everything that we need to know about Canvas for right now. If you have any questions for me about Canvas, let me know. If Canvas is new to you or you're having any trouble with it, make sure that you check out this helpful links section. So let me get that open. And this has links about basically everything that you might want to know about Canvas, right? So basic stuff. How do I use Canvas? How do I use it on my phone? How do I figure out what's due, and so on. I've compiled all of these things specifically for my classes so that you have all of that information handy and you're able to just click on a link and get the help that you need with Canvas. So please check those out. All right, so that is Canvas. If you have any questions,